tcDetects back out again. We are on the field that I'm going to rotate. You can see behind me now. So that field over there, still uncropped, will be until the spring. Had some hammered coins off the field sort of next to it, sort of behind. The connected fields are only really separated by the crop. There's no actual boundary. And Henry VIII half grow and an Elizabeth I half grow off there a few weeks ago. So we're going to go for a wander backwards and forwards. I've got the Quest V80 out with me today, so more of that in a minute. Here we are out with the new Quest V80, picked up from Spinadisc, who have got a showroom in Halifax. Anyone northern based wants to go check it out. It's a very nice setup. So yeah, this is the V80, but in the bundle, so also have a smaller coil, which I'll try at some point. That was first outing with it today, bought it yesterday. Build quality and setup, design, all appear to be really good. It is collapsible all the way down, and the coil turns round, so you can get it into a really small shape, put it in a backpack, a lot like the Rootus Versa, but using different cam locks. The screen, which you'll see in clips as we go through, is meant to be adaptive to the brightness of sunlight, direct sunlight in particular. So apparently the brighter the sunlight, the better the screen is from a reading point of view, which is interesting. Also comes with wireless headphones. You can see here, these are fairly chunky ones. I'm hoping they'll keep my ears warm during the winter, or I might need to find some alternative lighter ones for the summer months. Had a look through the manual, a few YouTube videos last night, although there aren't very many because there's not very many out in the wild as yet. So I'm going to try, and as usual, like I do for Roots as well, is do some hunting with it and some instructional videos and some hints and tips as I get used to it myself. I'm going to run in standard field today. I'm going to tweak it too much until I get used to the machine. A little bit sunny, but it's blowing a gale and it's very cold. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. But we're going to go start with the Quest because it's brand new. I've only just got it. Right, let's crack on, see how we get on. First decent signal here, although it is moving a little bit. A little bit of an iron signal appearing, but not really. Literally the first signal I've ever dug with this machine, so we'll find out. We'll find out what it is. One of the other things that's different on this machine, quite like it already, is the pinpointer. So pinpointer is like a, not sure, see if you get that, bullseye target. When you get right over what he thinks is the centre, it goes 0 in the middle, and the tone goes highest. So yeah, it's a different feature. And that inaugural signal with the V80, which stabilised a little bit when I took some soil out into the sort of mid-80s, is this debuckle. It's not the oldest buckle I've found. May even be tack rather than, or secateurs rather than for a person, but a buckle of some description. A bit like the Legend, the Quest has an iron indicator on screen. So you can get that. So it's indicating some iron. If that little bar graph goes to the left, means the machine thinks it's iron, or likely iron. The higher the bar graph goes, the more iron. And it's 20, so it's right on the discrimination boundary in terms of the target ID. I'm going to dig that and work out the machine was right and how sensitive the iron discrim is, or the iron identification is. Let's see what that is. Not entirely iron, some sort of tin foil. It's not quite foil, but you know what I mean, thin tin with some rust on it, so it's picked up the rusted elements of it. Obviously a new machine, so getting used to both settings, filters, discrimination, and everything with it. Right, let's crack on, see what else we find. So next up for the Quest is what I thought was the first coin, and saw it like that on its side. However, it's not a coin. It looks like it's a cap or something, some crusted over, but clear signal in the mid 70s. Running the Quest on 5 tone at the minute. It's got a number of audio settings. I quite like the tones that it's got. I'll try and set the headphones or switch the headphones off at the minute, but use them to keep my ears warm. So yeah, next signal, a coin shaped thing that's not a coin. And next up, from just down there, about 2 inches down, so not deep, bringing in about 67, 68, nice clear signal, is what would appear to be part or a remnant of a car or a truck. Toy car or truck, that is, obviously. You just see the grille at the front here. Yep, a bit of a toy. Just showing the sensitivity of the V80. Got a very small remnant of a bullet casing or a shot piece. Tiny, about an inch down, but very, very tiny, ringing up decent signal in the 60s. The V80, if I remember correctly, goes up to 80 kilohertz in multifrequency. I'll put the data on the screen at some point. I think 60 selectable, but I think up to 80 in the multi-frequency. So for the smaller, thinner targets, should be ideal. So the only thing I don't like on the V80, and it's not technically on the V80, which is I think a well thought through design and a nice piece of kit. Obviously the proof of the pudding will be in its performance as a metal detector, not a piece of design. However, the headphone that came with the V80 combo pack, which I think, can't remember what they're called, HD power or something like that. Anyway, we've got these little wires that connect the headphones and go around there, which I don't tend to see so much on metal detecting designed headphones, because obviously that's, you're out in a field throwing your headphones around on and off, can be a bit, and I'm already finding them catching on the metal detector when I'm taking them off. I have a feeling I'm going to snap one of those at some point and break the headphones. So I may be wrong, they may be really sturdy, but you know when you're using things you like, that feels like a point of weakness in the design. So anyway, minor issue, not actually being an issue yet, just pointing it out. Maybe Quest will resolve it. Maybe one of the other pair of Quest headphones that you can get as optionals may suit better. So inevitably had to happen. First button for the V80, and a 4-holer at that. So there you go. Inaugural. There you go. Some teeth back in. Inaugural button for the V80. Hopefully you can hear the sound coming through the machine. Like I said, quite like the tones. Remind me something, I'm not sure which. That's you know, without headphones, fairly windy environment, nice and clear. They actually sound better in the headphones, to be honest, but they're still pretty decent out of the headphones as well. You'll hear more of that as I do recordings with the Quest. And next up, from about 3-4 inches down, is what looks like the first coin for the Quest. Looks like a very, very, very battered Georgia III, something like that, or that sort of era. Farthing, something like that. Nothing on it, completely toasted. Yeah, first coin. And next up, when I unearthed it about 4 inches down, thought it was a musket ball until I moved it around to find the shank on the back. It's one of those sort of small rounded buttons. I always thought they were on like the cuffs of jackets and stuff like that. Could be completely wrong. But yeah, small rounded. And next up was from down there, about 5 inches down. Thought it was just a bolt or something, a nut, sorry, when I picked it up originally, but it's lead and got a hole through the middle, quite thick, and there's got this unusual pattern of lines. Loom weight, maybe? Weight of some description, not sure. But final of the day so far with the Quest. Yeah, we had some purpose, an artifact of some description. Nice. And next signal was down here. It's in the high 60s, bordering 70s. The Aki point, which I'm still using, which is great, has a scale on it, so I know that the coin that I can see down here was 18 centimeters down, so some depth to it. And just here, and right on its side as well, so that V80 picked it up 18 centimeters down on its side. And what it is, so look. I think that's an old threepenny bit. Yep, battered, as often threepenny bits are. You see from the outside edge the shape of it. So yep, another coin on its side, pretty deep. Nice, V80 doing well. And next up, from just down there, it's about 5 or 6 inches down, what looks like the next coin. Now, obviously coin shaped. I'll get it in the sun, there we go. But I have a feeling it could be a crusty Roman. Very grotty, very beaten up. May not be able to get any detail off it. Try and clean it carefully at home, maybe get composite cleaning pencil onto it. Yeah, I think first Roman for the V80. Crusty, but yep, I think that's a Roman. And next up from that clump down there was about 5 inches, 6 inches down in the mid 30s, and we have a penny, old style penny, with the portcullis on it. Another coin for the V80. And heading off the field, and from about 3 inches down, we have another coin bent over, but size and shape of a 3 decimal, maybe George III, something like that. Penny, by the look of it. That 4th or 5th coin for the V80 on its debut. Alright, actually. The other thing I've noticed is I dug hardly any iron, so iron differentiation certainly seems to be working as well. Decent first hunt so far.